What's up, everyone? My name is Ross, and this is the Watch Engineer. A quick disclaimer before we get started. I am not an actual watch engineer. I am an engineer for my real job, just not of watches. But I'm hoping that some of the skills I have will help me make the jump into this hobby, um, for which I've only been doing for a couple weeks, actually. So, today, we are going to take a stab at restoring this acrylic crystal, which is from the very first watch that I've worked on. And it's actually over here in this plastic case to keep the dust off of it. I did successfully put it back together and get it running, which is a huge positive for my first watch. But I really wanted to try and restore it from the top down. So I'm not going to get a new crystal for this. I'm going to try and bring this one back to life. And to do that, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need some sanding sticks like I have here, of various grits, and then you're going to need a stable place to work on, and we're going to be using this. It's Polywatch. There's other YouTube videos on it. I've watched several of them, but I'm going to give it a try. You're also going to need microfiber cloth or something very similar, but microfiber cloth is probably the best. That is what you're going to use to actually do the polishing of the crystal with the Polywatch. So yeah, those items are probably the only things you really need to do this. And what you want to do, or at least what I'm going to try, is starting with a really low grit sandpaper. This is 600, you can see there, and I'm just going to try and buff out some of the scratches in this crystal. Some of the deeper ones, I noticed that there was one really deep point. And then after we go over it with this one sort of low grit sandpaper, we're going to gradually increase to higher grits. So whenever you sand something, and I've done a lot of projects, building things out of wood and everything, and whenever you sand something, that's just general rule of thumb is you start with a really coarse grit sandpaper, and you do one pass over with it, and then you work your way up to a finer grit. I am not sure what the best grit to use with acrylic is. I've never buffed or sandpapered acrylic before. So this is going to be a learning experience. If you're coming here to learn, not just for you, but for me too. This is the first time I'm ever doing this. And by the way, this is also my first YouTube video ever. So if you're here watching this, I really appreciate the support. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. And it's going to be interesting. The videos I put up on this channel are, going to be dedicated to working on mostly vintage watches, mechanical watches. Most of the stuff you see me do is going to be the first time I'm doing it. So hopefully I'll be making the mistakes so you don't have to. So yeah, I'm going over this with this 600 grit sandpaper. I'm just trying to get it nice and even. And when you're sanding something, you can also kind of feel when that grit has evened out the surface as much as it can. So after a few minutes, you can see this crystal has a really even frosting over it from the sanding. And I'm pretty satisfied with how that looks for the 600 grit. So I think I'm going to move on to the next up. And the next up I'm going to use is 1000 grit. So like I said, you want to keep increasing the grit every time you do a pass over with either the sandpaper or these sanding sticks. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to go over the complete surface until it kind of feels smooth when I'm going over with this grit. And after another several minutes, we have a evenly sanded surface again. I'm just going to take a closer look here to make sure I'm satisfied. And yeah, looks pretty good. I like that. So we're just going to keep moving up. The next grit I'm going to use is 1500. If I just get the stick here. Where is it? There it is. 1500. So, you know, it's really not complicated. You just keep increasing the grit, go over the whole surface, and rinse and repeat until you're satisfied with what you have. So another few minutes of sanding, and yeah, I'm happy with that. I can't say for certain, given the fact this is the first time I'm sanding acrylic, but it looks pretty evenly frosted. So I'm gonna move on to the Polywatch, and this is the part I'm most nervous about because I don't know how fine of a grit sandpaper you should go up to and then switch over to Polywatch for this to work in the most effective way. And I don't know whether it's best to apply it straight to the acrylic or to the microfiber cloth like I'm doing right here and then sort of polish, but we're gonna try both. So, you know, first I'm gonna apply it to the cloth and see if we can get this crystal nice and polished. Let me get my stable work surface here. All right, let's do this. You know, I really don't know how much of this Polywatch I'm going to end up needing and how many times I'm going to need to go over this crystal to get it to the state I want it to be in. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm definitely that person who puts their new screen protector on their phone, and if there's one little bubble or piece of dust, I have to take it off and start all over again or get a completely new one. And if this doesn't polish out all the scratches pretty quickly, I have a feeling I'm going to be doing this for a while. So that is the end of the first round of Polywatch. Next, I'm going to try just applying it directly to the crystal as opposed to on the microfiber cloth and see, you know, does either method work better? Do I prefer one over the other? Like I said, all around learning experience. Okay, big jump in time here because I've actually been at this for about 20 minutes and it looks better, but not where I want it to be. And after 20 minutes, I realized I might need to sand this again because there were just still too many scratches. So I thought of a trick. I'm going to use this Sharpie to touch over where the deepest chips and scratches are. So there's one right there. There's another right here. And what I'm hoping is the ink is actually going to work its way into that chip and help give me a reference for how much I need to sand down this crystal. Because in theory, the ink is now deeper in the crystal than the surface. And to remove that ink, I'm going to need to sand down to the depth of the chip and, you know, sand it off. So I'm starting here again. Rewind, repeat with the low grit sandpaper, or sanding sticks, I mean. And also this time, I think I'm going to work my way up to an even finer grit than 1500. I'm probably going to try going to like 2800 and see how that works. Just get it a little smoother before I switch over to the Polywatch again. All right, another 10 to 15 minutes of sanding, and here we are. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I got a lot of the deep scratches out. I think that Sharpie trick actually worked. So let's get back to the Polywatch. I figured out I do like applying it directly to the crystal like this. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. I just feel like I have a little bit more control over the polish itself, and get a little bit more out of each bit of polish that comes out of the tube. Less of it gets soaked up into the microfiber cloth immediately. So yeah, one mystery solved. All right, another big jump in time here, and look what we have. Just cleaning off some of the excess polish. And this looks amazing. I mean, it is crystal, pun intended, clear. You know, going back and doing that other round of sanding did kind of suck because I had already polished it up with the Polywatch, but it was definitely worth it because I am super happy with this result. All right, let's take a look at the before and after. And yeah, that worked pretty well, I would say. I couldn't be happier with the way that turned out. And I can't wait to get this back into the watch I'm working on. So, real quick, lessons learned. I like applying the Polywatch directly to the crystal. I feel like it gives me a little bit more control. Don't be shy with the sanding and the polishing. If you think that you're done, maybe just give it one more quick once over with it. That's what I found. It took me about an hour to do this, but it really turned out better than I could have hoped. So, yeah. Thanks everyone again for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and like and subscribe.